Alright guys, welcome back to Whitetail Bushcraft Outfitters. Looks like spring is here. I broke out the tackle box. Fish are starting to bite. And what I thought I'd do today is, just for the fun of it, thought I might tie up some flies. And what I'm using to tie up some flies, here's one I had already kind of started. You guys get an eye of that one. Is a we're actually using deer fur or deer hair, whatever you want to call it. One other way to respect the animal that you hunted during deer season, using the fur from the hide or hair, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, it's just something different, and I'm using some larger hooks so I can give you a little bit better presentation. And I also am using in my long hunter kit here, I got a trapping kit. I actually keep some archery glue in it. I'll show you how we'll integrate that with this and making these flies. So hang in there, let me get ready and get some things prepared, and we'll go from there. Alright guys. Now, mind you, I got 44-year-old eyes now. They're not as good as, oops, I knew I was going to start bumping the camera. They're not as good as they used to be. So, bear with me on this. It's been a while since I did it. But, I just thought this is another way to respect the animal. That's one thing, guys. I do a lot of hunting. Anything I hunt, I usually eat. I think the only animal I do hunt that I don't eat is coyotes, and that's mainly so I can raise chickens and stuff, because I can't let the coyotes get out of hand. They'll affect my deer hunting also. But I'm not out to make any animals suffer or anything like that. It's to feed my family, and also to know that I can go out and hunt an animal and provide for my family when you might not be. There might come a time where you can't go to a store. So if that's the only way I could actually provide for my family, I know I can do that. So let's see if we can't do some flies here just for fun. And who'd have thought that we could catch a fish with a deer? So hang in there and let's see what we can do here. Got me a cup of joe. Let me get a hit of this first and we'll get started. Okay. Now bear with me on this one. Like I say, my eyes are getting older. What I like to do is just get a big old puff of fur or hair, deer hair. I'm sure it's hair, but I like to do the contrast. I hope I'm getting this all in the frame, guys. I don't have a viewfinder on my camera that I can aim towards me, but I like to keep the white towards the bottom. Let's see if I can't get this stuff. I try to get it good and thick. Let's see if I can get a little more of this white. Try to keep the white towards the bottom. Now this looks messy right now, but bear with me. We're going to trim this up. And I also have a weighted one. You can do it with a weighted hook also. But what I like to do first is not even worry about the hook first. Get your bundle of hair. Just some fishing line, leave you some extra. I don't know if that's picking it up. Leave you some extra so you'll have something to tie with. But the knot's not going to be all that important also once you use the archery glue. What I'm doing is wrapping that as tight as I can get it. Then find the white end. And that's where you want to put your hook, so that contrast almost like a fish. And then just start, get a good grip so it'll flare out the hair a little bit. And start tying her up again. And just tying her as tight as you can get it. And I'm going to put a knot through this. Hope I'm getting this in the camera, guys. knot through there. Okay. Pull out any fluff that's coming off, because that's why I say you put a big bundle in there and you want it to, you're going to pull off extra anyways. You want to see what stays. And then what I do, trim my extra. Down here I try to shape this in a point, or a ball I should say, more than a point, but to give it some character, like a head of a fish. You can see that contrast, I hope. Let me just kind of get up here. You see that contrast there of the white. Now it goes over to the brown. I don't know how good I got all this in camera, guys. Okay, so hang on 1 second and we'll get the archery glue ready. And I also want to check and see if I got everything in frame. Alright, now it's time for the archery glue. All I do is heat it up with the old lighter. Not a very good lighter, I'll tell you that. I got mine. I'm mainly trying to coat all the string that I tied. And watch, it is messy. I'll let that one dry. And we'll do the same thing on the next one. I don't have a very good lighter today, guys. There we go, that's a little better. Heating that archery glue up. And you could do this with pine pitch also, guys. You know, and that way you'd have it'd actually come out black instead of this clear look. And that black's just as good, because then it'll look like a wasp or a bee. All I'm doing, you see how that goes around, and you know, all these little squigglies will trim up here in a minute, and they also kind of look like legs. Okay, we'll let that dry a little minute. For a minute, I should say. And I will show you guys the end results. Let this cool and I'll trim things up. Alright, here's our end results. I trimmed them up a little bit, guys, just to kind of give you a look at it. Using that, like I said, that archery glue. Kind of gives that white contrast on the bottom. Is what the fish would be seeing from underneath. And it goes to the darker on the top. Now these are large ones, mind you. I used to do real small ones, and you could use different colors and of, like I said, of the glue. You could use a pine pitch and it'd come out black, and it looked like it'd have a black head to it. And here's the other one, guys. Same kind of contrast, white on the bottom. But one way to catch a fish with a deer. But this one's just for fun, guys. Wanted to share that with you. One other way to use a natural resource. You know, usually in your kits you're going to have some kind of fishing equipment with you, even if it's just some string and a hook. This might be one way where you can have bait that you can use over and over again, where you don't have to go out and waste any calories looking for bait, such as worms and slugs and beetles and such. But that's just for fun. And like I say, I think I'm going to go ahead and add these to my tackle box. And once again, thanks for all your great comments, views, and your support. I will catch you on the next video, guys. I got to hurry up and clean this table off before my wife gets home and kicks me in the rear end. So we'll catch you on the next video, guys. Take Take care.